The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin.
Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 24. You get the Nasdaq up 1. S&Ps are up 1. We have the gold contract down 750 at 1,246 an ounce. Silver's up 3 cents at 15.85. We get platinum up 7 at 9.80. The notes and the bonds, they're both down with some volume. We get the notes down 10 ticks at 129.03. The bonds are down 1.5 at 161, and good old King Dollar's up 18 ticks. Having a hard time getting a bid at 95.30. Darrell Martin, what's going on?
How's it going, man?
It's going great, man.
Good morning, Darrell.
Hey, Tommy. Happy birthday.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
We had a fun weekend for sure.
Awesome.
Totally.
No doubt. So, folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see the banner on the top or the side. You can hit that banner, bring up the exchange to put $25,000 of paper money into your account. You can walk with us as we go through these different contracts to see how they trade. You're talking about defined risk on a continual basis. And bottom line, if you're trading oil or gold, you just have to get over to that contract. I like trading all of them, but it for the risk defined inside oil and gold, it's actually pretty amazing. It really is, So what have you been up to these days, Darrell?
We've been traveling like constantly with Felicity.
Yeah.
So she's been competing all over the place lately. And doing
the
really
pictures.
well. She
Great
had a
pictures.
Horse-a-rama. She had the Houston Rodeo. She had the North Texas Equine Show this past weekend. And I was out at it was my wife's 12th anniversary last week.
Oh, congratulations.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. And so we went out, and a little bit different, but we decided just to take it easy and get away from technology for a week, and just go out to a friend of mine's cutting ranch, cutting horses.
Okay.
Those are really, really fast horses. They keep like one calf, separated
Okay.
from the rest. And so we went out there, and her daughter taught my daughter how to do like English riding and things like that, and how to do cutting, and she learned how to do roping, and just a lot of different fun, make her more of an all-around rider. And so it's pretty sweet.
Nice.
So yeah, I got a
Does that
picture.
season, Darrell, I know you guys are doing your own thing, but for Felicity, for the horses, does that run, are there basically activities every weekend for the year? Is there a season there that you guys get busier, or is that kind of a year-round?
The rodeo part that's part of a season.
Okay.
So that's pretty much the first few months of the year. So
Okay.
rodeo season, the big rodeos is over.
Okay.
Now what we'll have some of the world shows that will be like intermittent every couple months, and then there'll be a lot of like small little local rodeos. That was like Houston Rodeo and San Antonio Rodeo and Austin Rodeo and Dallas Rodeo. But we'll have a few of those still going on, but it's not near like what I've been doing the last few weeks, which
Cool.
has just been nonstop.
Cool.
And so we've been traveling like crazy. But yeah, I think that's showing up on the screen there.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
She cleaned up. This is on Saturday. So she took Grand Champion in Western Pleasure Riding, Reserve Grand Champion in
Wow.
English Hunter saddle, and
You're going to have
she
to
had
get
an
her
Arabian
quite...
out there, paint is solid, and
She's going to need her own house.
That's what I was going to say. You're going to need quite a bedroom to fit all those ribbons on the walls, right?
Exact. One of her sponsors, Cosmic Cowboy has one that provides all of her helmets.
Yeah.
They told her she needs to get a bigger trailer.
Exactly.
Perfect. Tell them to buy her one.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Right. Totally.
Exactly. She brings home some cash too, along with all that. So
There you go.
that's a good thing.
And how old is she now?
She is now 9 years old.
That's crazy.
Cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but she had a lot of fun, and And that was her. This is actually her first. She just started riding English last week, and she got Reserve Grand Champion on that. So that was pretty cool.
That's huge.
She already was like, there's her all dressed up in her little English outfit. So, but it's fun. That's pretty much where we've been. That's why I've been out so much. We've been just sort of traveling and finishing up the rodeo circuit.
Nice. So if we go over and look at these markets, folks, what's going to get intriguing here is that, last Friday they had option expiration. Market continues higher. You have some volume that comes in it. And it's like such a deviant move because this move off the bottom has been so fast. But I don't think it wants to stop.
And they were bouncing?
Yeah, well, and what you had last night in Shanghai moved with, conviction. You had wide price spread, we had accelerated volume, and that's been the biggest dog in the world. But Shanghai just took out some nice swings last night. So it's like we only got about another 20 S&P points. Well, actually, 49, 59, 69. No, we got. So Shanghai, was moving off the bottom with conviction. So that's telling me that Shanghai can get up to like 3,400, and we're at 3,018. And if we go over to our own S&P right now, what we have is that we're at we're 2050 and the 2087 is the ABC up. You get a 4-day work week. End of the month.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way, this wants to go. You stay right there, folks. Darrell, Tom, and myself, we're coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are down 36. Nasdaq's off 6. S&P's are flat. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow down 40, Nasdaq's off 6, S&P's are down 250. We have the gold contract down $5.90. You have silver up 4 cents. We have platinum up $9. Oil is up 35 cents. And we are talking the Nadex platform, folks. And if you haven't test drove it yet, come over to our website at TFNN. You can pull up that platform. You can see how it's trading. If I go over to the gold contract for a minute, what's intriguing out here in gold, as it was this past Friday.
Where do you want to go to the gold? Were you talking about on Bloomberg or on Nadex?
Yeah, we can go on Bloomberg. That's all right, because I know what the numbers are.
Okay.
I mean, we go on Nadex because I know what the numbers are.
I just didn't know what you wanted to do.
Yeah, that's fine. So what happens on the what we did out here this morning, folks, is that we got down to the it looks like we got down to the price point about 1243. 1247 was where we went topside last Friday. And what's intriguing about this is that there's a spread at 1250. You know, so when you're talking about defined risk, you can, you're paying all premium, but the bottom line is that defined risk, to me, is pretty cool at that particular point. The reason being is that you have a 1250 to a 1300. You don't need many points in order to basically get a few dollars. And inside the gold market, of course, you can have spikes of $5, $6, $7 pretty quickly.
Sure.
If we actually look at, and I'll go over to the Bloomberg right now.
Just minimize that if you want to.
Just so I can put the volumes up with it simultaneously. What you're going to see, GCJ6, is that you're going to see that we spiked down, and you spiked. Oh, I got to put. Let's put that back up. Because I got to show you, it's 4 days actually. There it is. So when you're spiking down to which it held on Friday, you're spiking into the 2 o'clock time frame from the Fed.
Yes.
And that's
on Wednesday.
Yeah, and that's where we went topside with monster volume. So we came into it. Thus far, we rejected it, and we'll see whether we can get back up above it. What is on? Okay, so we went from 1242 up to 1248. Now, what's intriguing here, to me anyway, so Darrell, so check this out, because this is what I did actually. Let me see. And I'm surprised that I haven't been able to sell the contracts actually.
What's contract?
Well, I
the
bought
1250 to 1300 for at 130.
Yeah, what do you say? 1250 to 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what I had done is that I had bought 30 contracts.
Yeah, you bought them at just about 1251, a hair under.
Yeah, hair under 1251. Now, what I was looking to do, I was just looking for a spike. And I got them for sale at 1252.20 to pay half of them and pay my commission. Okay? And what, and this is definitely a miscalculation, folks, that I'm not understanding. I know I bought them out of the money, but I got the spike, but I couldn't even get $2 on it. Do you see what I'm saying?
I could have seen that one coming.
Okay. And why? Because
you're still out of the money on a spread. I mean,
it's
still under the bottom floor.
Right. But I at that point there, I was only $1.20 under the bottom floor. So they didn't even put.
It's going to move so slow at this far away from the middle of that contract.
This is a good visual illustration right here that I have up.
Yeah.
And what you can see is this line right here is the underlying market. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Just give us a second. I want to get this in front of me.
We got it.
Okay, I got it. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the underlying market.
Yeah.
And here's the bottom of the spread and the top of the spread.
Right.
And so it's going to be below a delta of 50. Obviously, the further away it is, the lower the delta will be on the move of the spread contract.
Yes.
And, of course, as time passes, it'll also be lower.
Right.
So, because it's just premium at this point.
Right.
So now once it gets inside this, if you bought it, say, at 1251 or 1252, then that delta is going to start moving faster. And like it'll be like at 50 right when it hits the floor. And then it'll start moving, faster and faster and faster. It gets to about 100 right here in the center.
Yeah, no, I understand that part of it.
Slow down on the little
I
bit
just
up.
really thought that on a spike I'd get $1, but they didn't.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
now
that's
you're out
just
of the
good
money.
to
Your
know.
delta's
That's good
probably
for everyone else to know too. You know what I mean?
Your delta's probably like 10 right now.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Well, even I guess and it didn't stay at 48.50 long enough, because it would have been more than 10 at 48.50. That's it went from 40, right? Wouldn't it be? Sure it would. It should be.
I don't know. I wouldn't use the term should be, just so.
It's all about implied volatility.
Right.
So right now the IV is, I guess, pretty low.
Yeah.
So I guess it dropped. It had a lot from last week with that big spike it had where it went up to 1270 or whatever. And but then it just it slowly moved back down. It had a nice drop down to 1240.
Oh yeah, no, I've been trading it all week. No, I know. It's Well, we'll see where it shakes out. I think
one of the most important things about this
Yeah.
is a lot of people getting mad about spreads. I mean, options backwards and forwards, but a lot of people get mad about spreads when they buy an out of the money option because they think that some like Nadex is even though Nadex isn't trading against them, they'll think that Nadex is trying to hose them over because the market spiked or it moved and they don't see like any change in the price of their option. And that's sort of like buying a 10-cent call on Apple and wondering why Apple spiked and it didn't change in price.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. Right.
And I mean, I know you understand. I'm just saying, like, so many people get mad because they buy these really cheap, like $10, $20 spreads.
Right.
Why didn't I make anything? And this product doesn't work. And I tried trading their spreads. I literally hear this all the time. I mean, like almost every week. I tried trading the spreads and I just didn't make anything. It didn't matter what.
Yeah, I like those spreads.
No, I know. I love them.
Yeah.
So if you're going to buy the cheaper ones like that, then you got to understand you're going to lose more often. But when you make it, I mean, you can clean up.
Sure.
Or you can buy, ones that have a lot closer proximity, where they're closer to where the market's priced, and those will move a lot faster.
Well, yeah, like in this case, I risked $280 instead of $15,000. So to me that's a no-brainer. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And there's nothing that's no-brainer, folks. Okay, but I bought 3 contracts, which would cost me $15,000 in the futures market. So it's like, really?
They're very different trades, though. I know we compare that all the time. There's very different trades. No, they are.
But you're going for those big moves, and those big spikes, and you're like, hey, the $28 or whatever, that's nothing,
Right.
So it is. I mean, $280.
It's not even. I'm going for $5 or $10, which is nothing in the gold market these days.
A 3-point stop loss.
I do, but you just got those $5 or $10 and it didn't move. So that's why I'm saying it's different trades. There's not much risk, but guess what? You just got your 5 or 8 points, and the market didn't. So that's what to be aware of. As you say, I'm only risking 300 as opposed to 15 grand.
Right.
If you're looking for a 5-point bounce, then they're different trades.
Right.
So you want to understand and not just look at 280 versus 15,000 because you're missing a few variables.
But if it breaks above 1248, it could go.
We'll
So
see.
we got an ice level that's in our way.
We get the 130.
1250 is that's your wall. You got to break through. Literally, it's
Hey,
a big red line.
that thing might be breaking it before we come back. It's 12:48 right now. Get going.
There you
Let's
go.
go. Let's go. Giddy up. Get your daughter out here. We get that whip on that horse. You stay right there, folks. Tommy, Darrell, myself, we're coming right back.
If you're looking to discover a new financial resource and diversify your financial portfolio, consider the new Market Safe Commodity Solutions CD from Everbank. This 5-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to 8 equally weighted commodities, including WTI crude oil, gold, silver, copper, nickel, soybeans, corn, and sugar, in one powerful CD. With annual pricing caps of 70% per component, you could earn up to 70% upside payment at maturity if the commodities increase in value across annual pricing dates. And should the opposite occur, occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this indexed CD. Don't miss out. Take advantage of this financial resource designed to grow with the times. The April 14th funding deadline is quickly approaching, so hurry over to everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. Once again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow down 48, Nasdaq's down 8, S&Ps are off 350. And, we're talking about, I had bought these contracts, folks, which I thought was a pretty good deal. And, Darrell just brought up a great point that, if you bought the Apple's 10-cent call out of the money, and what's interesting is even Tommy just said to me, I wouldn't have expected that on the Apple deal. Do you know what I'm saying? But for some reason, I thought, hey, the way gold spikes, they'll put another $1 into it. But of course, that didn't happen. So
I was just saying to walk that through slowly because you were so fast there that if he was looking for a pop in Apple, Darrell, he wouldn't have bought a huge out of the money call for 10 cents, because he would have known that wouldn't get a spike if it moved 5 points. And that's kind of the same thing that's happening here.
Right.
Yeah.
But we still, hey, you still got 3 hours.
Right.
Oh yeah,
sure.
no, I understand that.
For sure.
But that wasn't. See, now this is it's really cool that you just brought that up. But what I was doing is I was buying them, saying, okay, I'm going to sell half of them just for that buck, so I have a free trade. You see what I'm saying?
And the other thing that I thought about when you said that I like to consider is that you're dealing in values that your commission is going to make up an enormous part of your trade, and that makes me uncomfortable when I'm doing that as much.
Isn't it $9?
It caps at $9 when you go over 10 contracts.
Yeah, I guess. So if you're doing 20 or 30, but
then you're about the same.
Be careful there because how many did you just try and scale out of?
15.
Okay, well that's $9.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So then you're going to pay $18 actually scaling out.
Right, but that's why I have them for sale I'm in them at like under 151, just slightly, and I got them for sale 151, 2. So there's my 20 cents. But I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see where this baby shakes out. But
It played above it all morning till about 2 a.m. Then it dropped below it. Hit that same ice line.
Yeah.
Right at 7:15. It's right at that, and it's 12:50. So it's a big psychological number, too. Got that big round number on there, that 12:50. But if it busts through it, I mean, we could fly right on back up to the point of control. The highest volume point on the previous day was 12:54.
Right. And what, it's interesting because, of course, I do the gold report.
Profit.
And when I finish the gold report, this is if you folks are in the gold or silver market, folks, this is a shocker. You have the XAU and the HUI on weekly ABC confirmed structures on the way up, which is just unbelievable. I can't even believe it. I can. And so what that means is this. That means that your probability is much higher that the equities are not going to stop going higher. And they've already expanded beyond belief. So it's like, you got to be kidding me. Because when I was doing it last night, I'm looking, I'm saying to myself, oh my God, it's an ABC structure up on a weekly. We had so much volume, it blew away these B points last week. And, so that's really, well, let's put it this way. What has happened is that the equities themselves have been bringing the price of the metals higher. So we'll see where the whole thing shakes out.
So I just want to go over this slowly again because I think it's important, and you're discounting where the commissions come into this because you got in at 12.51.
Yeah.
Okay. You're getting out at 12.52.20. That's
Right.
$1.20, call it, right?
Yeah.
But then you're going to be paying like 8% of that in commissions on the way out with on the way in. I mean, you're dealing with such a small value. I'm just putting it. I don't know. Am I making sense here, Darrell? I get confused myself a little bit. But to skim on such a short thing, just that it should be considered as per contract, or am I overestimating? How do you trade those when you look at those?
I honestly, if making money, if commissions are the problem in me being profitable, then my issue is not commissions.
Sure. Yeah, no, I hear
So
you.
I try, honestly, I don't pay a whole lot of attention to them. I mean, I know they definitely do have an impact, and I pay a lot of money in commissions.
I'm sure, yeah.
I
No,
mean,
like
I
any
probably paid
trader.
50 or 60 grand last year in commissions.
Sure.
But as far but it didn't hit my bottom line, my net bottom line. So I mean, now if you're going in for constantly going for like a little, $1 moves, paying $1.80, and that's going to kill you. But
let's pitch this.
I'd say Tommy's average win per commission. Tom's average win per commission. I don't think that's a big of a factor because when he goes in, a lot of times he'll get 10 or 20 points.
Right. No, and I'm just looking at and I'm just literally like.
But if
looking
that
at,
one trade, if somebody was trying to go in and they're constantly just trying to scalp like a point out, and they're paying $1.80 round turn or whatever, like say they have a smaller account, they're doing singles, then that's going to eat up their account.
it's just
going
tough
to make
because
it
you're
a lot.
going in at
Make it a lot harder.
12.51, and so
We
right
get
away
positive.
you're getting 10% of that's almost a commission, and then on the outside 10% is almost a commission on your buck, so it's like 20% of your profit.
Yeah.
Is
So
eaten up
if you're only
just by
going
the
for
in and the
that
out.
much.
Okay, so this is the way I'm looking at it.
I think you're at $100
If I would be correct in this, I think the most that I'd pay is $45 in commissions for everything, for going in and going out.
Okay.
And
Are you going to walk through how you got to that?
The way I got there is this. I bought 10, 10, and 10. So that's $27, right?
On the way in, yes.
Right? On the way out, I go once at 15, which is 9. So I get 18 on top of that,
Okay.
right? So it's $45, right?
Yes.
So if I get the first one off,
That can you?
if I sell 15,
Okay. If you liquidate half your position.
right, at 52,
Yep.
20. Let's just say, forget the
Sure.
commissions for a second. Let's just say that, okay,
Sure.
then my trade is paid for, right?
You're just going so quick with. Is it?
Well, I'm not out yet. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I'm
We can
in.
go through the numbers at the break. When I do things like that, I go through the exact. I'm just to follow along. Is it because we haven't even gone through what you've put up yet to say that it's. If you're paying 30 contracts at what, like $1, so you have about $300 at risk.
I have $280 at risk.
Okay.
So let's add the commission. Let's add the commission
so let's
without getting right out at the same time.
Just go step by step, please. You have $280 at risk in the trade. That's
Yeah.
the biggest number to keep in mind.
Right.
That's your defined risk.
Right.
So by selling 15 contracts
Yeah.
at about, let's call it $12.52 to
Right.
keep it super simple,
Right.
you've locked in $150 of profit on those 15 contracts, right?
Plus the money back. Okay. It's more than that, but it'll be the 280 that I get back. Plus more, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, he's right because if he
Yeah.
sold out,
I know it is, but that hasn't been locked in. There's nothing. We haven't paid for that trade, right? We
Well, you got rid of
haven't
the
covered
risk
our
on the
defined
contracts he
risk.
sold.
Do you see? We haven't covered our defined risk, so the trade isn't paid for.
Well,
Yeah,
he
it
got rid
is.
of all the risk on the contracts he sold,
Yeah.
and then he has profit, which can cover the risk on the contracts that are remaining.
Okay.
Profit that he locked in when he sold some of the contracts.
Okay.
So he
And-
took the profit from the ones he sold.
I got you.
Removed that risk, covered the risk on the ones that are left.
And then,
Now he has
at every point is $150 at that point. Right? That's how that would work. That's why I like the trade, right? You see what I'm saying?
I need to see those numbers. I mean, there's an easier way in my mind to walk through the.
You stay right there, folks. We're gonna figure this out.
It's tough for me sitting next to you, let alone the people at home trying to walk through the. It's a multi-part trade, you know.
You get the Dow Industrials right now. Let's see where are we at. We're down 21. Nasdaq's off 1. S&Ps are flat. We're gonna be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to the Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 27, Nasdaq's off 3, S&Ps are down 1. We have the gold contract down 860 at 1245. We got silver flat at 1581. King dollar's up 13 ticks. The notes, you get the 10-year down 10 ticks, the 30 off a 1.5. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You can bring up the platform. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. And after this conversation, you might want to be...
You can see why you need to get familiar with those demo accounts.
Oh, my God, I'm telling you. Okay, so where are we?
Internet Explorer, right there.
Right here?
Right? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah.
Okay.
So thus far, you can see the index itself is trading at 1245. It's pulled back. The bid is at 1250. The offer is at 1250.80. You know,
1250.3 to 1250.80, just to put it in real terms, because 1250 there would never be. The bid needs to be within the actual contract, right? It needs to be above 1250.
right?
It can't be at 1250. Just to put it, I know the decimal point
I believe, yeah.
is a detail, but
I said 1250.30.
no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Okay.
So let's go back and go. We should finish that conversation. No, or we're just going to trail
Okay.
off on it. No, we can't just trail off on the break and say we'll come back and then not come back because we got a little confused. So let's go through it. So 30 contracts.
Yeah.
You're putting them up at about $15 per contract, right? Is that right? No? What is it? At $12.51? No, $10 per contract at $12.51 because
That's
you're
correct.
$1 within the spread.
$1.20 actually.
Yeah. So, but for the simplicity of the, let's just for
Right.
our example, if you get in at $12.51,
Yes.
you're putting up about $10 per, so it's about $300 at risk, right?
That's right.
So if it goes to $12.52,
It was 280. That's what it was, but
Okay, but we're playing with the example of $12.51.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
So that puts it at
300.
$300.
Okay.
Okay. These are like, so when you go to $12.52, you've locked in $10 per contract. You haven't locked it in, but you have $10 of profit per contract.
Yes.
So you're going to take off half your contracts.
Right.
So you're going to lock in $150 of profit,
Right.
and you're going to take $100 of risk that you initially had off the table, right?
That's right.
So it's
No, that
yeah.
$150 a risk.
$150.
$150, right? So that's where, to put it, that you're taking off, I guess, what you would put on, because you're taking off some of your profit, you're taking off, and you would have, I guess, a free trade there, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And then we're dealing with the commission. So on that structure, that's why I was putting a
Yeah.
0.20 because I was trying to grab back a little commission. It wouldn't have grabbed back a lot. It would have grabbed back $18 of commission on the 15 contracts.
That's where you just went so fast with those numbers that I unfortunately, you said 0.2,
He
you
added
said
a
18.
little bit of extra to try to cover some of the commission.
Yeah. Yeah.
I personally, I tried not to do that.
I don't know if that was.
Yeah, no,
'cause I don't know if
found
that
that
was
I
his
get
plan,
caught
but
by
I don't know
over
if that
two more ticks.
0.2 was a commission number there, but
Yeah, I threw it in there because I thought I could get it too. It wasn't like I just threw it in there.
That 0.2 would be $2 times 15 contracts would be $40.
Well, the market doesn't like our conversation evidently because it's going against me.
It's listening.
They just smashed this contract, man. What did they do to this thing? Let me see what they just did to this thing. GCJ. So we just went from. That's all right. We're still light volume. So now what? This is wild, man. Okay, so we just went from 1248 to 1244.90, and get 6 minutes. We'll see what I can hold. It's coming into 2,400 contracts. And right now we've done 1,500. And you can trade a lot more than gold, by the way, folks.
You got gold, you got silver, you got copper.
And oil. Oil inside this platform is phenomenal. Listen, the NDX 100 is too. I mean, I like trading that NDX 100. There just hasn't
They
been,
added those new 20-minute contracts on it also.
Yeah, and there just hasn't been enough.
225, you mean? NDX. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, you're talking about India. You're talking about U.S. Tech.
I am talking about
Nasdaq.
U.S. Tech, yeah. There just hasn't been enough
Nasdaq.
movement out there today. But, I expect, it's interesting, Apple's supposed to be coming out today with their phone, right?
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of movement with Apple. I guess there was. Wow, look at this. Hold up, what happened here? Oh, that was just one spike. Look at that. That's interesting. So Apple, that's probably a bad spike. Spiked up to 110. It's trading out at 106 right now.
And their release comes out, all their stuff usually comes out after market close and stuff. So when it's not an earnings release today, but when they do the earnings release, it's after.
Yeah, I think they might have some type of event going on at some time during the day, though, where they're actually going to have somebody on stage announcing that type of. So we'll see what happens.
They got to get it pumped up, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to get it pumped up.
They lost me. I used to be an Apple fan, but when they changed all their ports and I lost all my equipment that I had, I was like, I'm looking. Now I got a Note 4, and I actually have a Note 5 now, and I love it.
Nice.
Now, is that a Samsung?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
I
telling
can
us.
push stuff to my TV. All the TVs in our house are Samsung.
Okay.
I hit a button, and if I have a movie on my phone, I can just hit a button, and it'll show on the TV. I can
Really?
pull up YouTube videos on my TV right from it, right from my phone. Just pushes it right on there.
And is
My kids can play with their apps on their phones and
is-
literally look at the
I
big
guess
TV.
does that work in the Galaxy too? Do you know?
Yeah.
You may need
All
depending on
Samsung
your
technology
TV.
is linked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a push thing, and you can push it right up there. It also is a remote control. That's an infrared thing on it, so I can actually have my UVerse, AT&T UVerse
Yeah.
control, and I can control my TV from my phone with the same remote control I have for AT&T. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
Apple's in a tough spot, man. I joke with my friends that they're just trying to lose market share as slow as possible, just because you can't dominate the world and then dominate it again, right? It's like you dominate the world and then you just kind of struggle to stay in dominance as long as you can, kind of losing it just because inevitably, just like you're talking about, there's amazing products from competitors and you can only charge the crazy prices that Apple really does, and everybody knows that, for so long until competitors kind of catch up and say, just like the Apple Watch, you have so many different, whether it's the Fitbit, all that stuff. I mean, how do you compete when the world can offer products at 30% for the price that are basically 95% of the the functionality almost of what you're talking about.
One thing I was impressed by is how they bought out Beats Music.
Yeah.
And so now, because on my Android phone, I have Apple Music. So they bought them out, and I had to change it over to Apple Music.
So did you subscribe to Beats before they bought that?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
And I still
Okay.
subscribe.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
It kept they were smart. They kept all my playlist.
Cool.
So I went in and just confirmed my subscription, which I thought was odd that they made you reconfirm, but
Yeah, they just,
confirmed
I
my
guess
subscription.
they just wanted to cover themselves, right? In terms of, and they were good. So when they did that, I tried that Apple Music when they rolled it out after they bought Beats, and they gave everybody a 30-day free trial. And like anything else, I forgot to cancel my trial, and they were good though. I called them, and they
It's $10 a month, right? Is that how it works?
it might be, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
And they auto bill
If
it.
you listen
But
to
I
it, it's
mean,
not bad at
now
all.
they're
I
on
just didn't listen to it. We have Sirius. I mean, you have Sirius.
Right,
You can that online, so yeah.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy, Darrell, myself, we're coming right back. Dow Industrials right now down 43. Nasdaq's off 7. S&P's are down 350. We're going to right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com. It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. And don't forget, folks, no matter where you are in the country right now, you can pick us up right on your cell phone, TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. We got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next, growling and prowling with you. Then we go into TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim headquarters in Chicago, 12 to 1. Steve Rhodes, 1 to 2. Dave White, 2 to 3. And I'll be back 3 to 5. And we have a 4-day work week.
Yeah, not bad, I know.
And we'll see what this market brings coming into the end of the month. Right now, basically, you get a market that's kind of flattening out. We get the Dow's down 40, Nasdaq's down 6, S&P's down 350. They're hitting gold. Gold's down 10.20. We're back at 12.44. Silver lost its bid. It's down 6 cents at 15.80. Bonds, the 10 years down 9 ticks, and the 30's off a 1.5. The currency markets have been really on high volatility, Darrell, huh?
Maybe he's with us. Maybe. Darrell, you there?
I guess we lost him.
Maybe he's getting swept up in all that trading.
If we do go over to the Aussie dollar, what you're going to see, folks, is that, the Aussie dollar, if we go right back, this all started, right, bottom line is that when the Fed came out with the no interest rate, Aussie dollar goes from 70.74 to the dollar up to 0.76. The Canadian dollar also had some big movement.
I think we got Darrell back too.
Oh, cool. The Canadian dollar went from 134 down to 130. I was just saying that inside the currency markets, the moves have been huge since the Federal Reserve didn't raise rates.
Right.
Yeah.
They held back that one. Everybody expected them to keep going and keep going and keep going. So now it's going to be fun because they're going to be constantly doing that, guessing game.
Yeah.
They started the monetary policy, so there's no pressure to continue it.
Right.
So now they can not do it, keep people guessing, which of course just adds volatility. So, which is nice for us as traders.
Oh yeah, no, there's no doubt. And in particular, that currency market, man, it's pretty amazing. Can you imagine the other that's what the central banks, I guess businesses in those countries. I'd hate to be in one of those countries trying to figure out if I was an importer or an exporter, what am I going to do with my money today? Where am I going to put it?
That's where the good company is going to separate from the bad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, there's no doubt, man.
For sure.
I mean, you saw it today, folks, if you read inside the journal, and this is going to be intriguing looking at the oil market. The oil companies are all yapping that they're not going to hedge because they lost so much money, and they say that it's a big Wall Street game, that the Wall Street made so much money on them when they hedged oil. Well, bottom line, folks, is that hedging oil at $100, $120 is probably not a great idea. Hedging oil at $30 is probably a good idea.
Yeah, well, that's what made Southwest. That boosted them so huge.
It did, and JetBlue, this one, Delta, this one blew its brains out. They lost $2 billion on the hedge.
Wow.
Yeah, and
oh, they were hedging at 120.
It had the paper today. The only ones that didn't were American Airlines, and Southwest had one on from a long time ago. You know what I mean? So they got it on the way up. But this
Southwest was doing it like at 20 and 30 and 40 and stuff. They made
like
a fortune.
6 years exactly. American didn't hedge, but these Delta, it said Delta and United hedged at highs. And so what happens with those hedges too, folks? This is what's really crazy, is that it's not like they have to actually come up with the money and have it in the account just like a trade, which is like insane.
Southwest was selling it to at that point.
Oh my God. You stay right there, man. Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next, folks. Darrell, you have a great one, safe one. Great to have you back, man.
Hey, man. Glad to be back.
Thanks, man.
Have a great one, folks. Stay right there. Basil's coming right up.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.